14 things cabin stewards secretly hate, and how you can be their favorite passenger when you go on a cruise. You might think you're the perfect guest. You smile, you say thanks, you enjoy the trip. But here's the truth. Cabin stewards, the crew members who clean your room and make sure your cabin is comfortable, have seen everything. And there are some things passengers do, often without even realizing it, that drive them crazy. Some habits are small mistakes, like hanging the wrong sign on your door. Others create real problems, like clogging the toilet with things that should never be flushed, and a few are just plain rude. So today, we're going through the 14 biggest things cabin stewards secretly hate. We'll also share how you can avoid them and become the kind of passenger every crew member loves. And trust me, wait until you hear number 6 involves red wine, a balcony, and a mistake that cost a lot of money. 1. The Do Not Disturb sign mistake. Almost every cruiser has done this. You're leaving for an excursion, so you hang the Do Not Disturb sign on your door just in case you come back early. It feels polite, right? But later, you return to your cabin and nothing is done. The bed isn't made, towels are still damp, and trash is still there. You might think the steward forgot you, but in reality, they were just following the rules. That little sign is like a big red stop sign. Cabin stewards aren't allowed to enter your room, even if they see you walking away. Many guests get upset and even complain to the front desk. But the truth is, it was your own sign that stopped the cleaning dot. So if you want your room ready when you return, leave the sign off the door. 2. Flushing the wrong things, toilet trouble, cruise. Ship toilets are not like the ones at home. They use vacuum suction and are designed only for human waste and the toilet. Paper provided, but some passengers treat it like a trash can. They flush wipes, sanitary products, tissues, even cups or food wrappers. Just one wrong thing can clog the system. And when that happens, it doesn't only affect your cabin, it can block the toilets for a whole section of the ship. Guess who has to deal with the mess? The crew. Stewards may not be the ones fixing the pipes, but they're the ones who face your complaints and the awkward job of explaining why the toilet is broken. Tip: only flush the ship's toilet paper. Everything else goes in the trash bin. 3. Folding used towels, the confusing boomerang. Some guests want to be neat. So, after using a towel, they fold it and put it back on the rack. Seems polite, right? Actually, it creates a problem. Now, the steward has no idea whether the towel is clean or dirty. Sometimes, it even ends up given back to you to use again. Not so nice. If you want a fresh towel, just drop the used one in the tub or on the floor. If you fold it, your steward may think it's untouched, and you'll be drying yourself with yesterday's towel for hiding the mess. The cover-up game. Some guests try to hide damage instead of reporting it. Broken glass gets pushed under the bed, stained pillowcases are rolled up in towels and hidden behind curtains. But here's the thing, stewards always find it. They know every corner, every drawer, and every secret hiding place in the cabin. When they discover your hidden mess, it not only wastes their time, but also creates more problems. It's better to be honest. Report the accident. Most of the time, small damages don't even cost you anything, but trying to hide it makes it worse. 5. Using white towels for makeup or sunscreen there. Ship's towels are bright white for a reason. They're supposed to stay clean and fresh. But many passengers use them to wipe makeup, bronzer, fake tan, or even hair dye. The result? Towels covered in stains that can't be washed out. Laundry staff often blame the steward for it, which makes their job harder. If you know you'll be removing makeup or applying self-tanner, bring your own dark washcloths. That way, you don't ruin the ship's linens, and you save the steward from unnecessary stress. 6. The red wine balcony disaster now. For one of the most infamous mistakes, spilled drinks. Passengers spill wine on the bed, soda on the desk, beer on the floor, or juice on balcony chairs. These spills don't just make a sticky mess. They can cause stains, bad smells, and even damage. One guest once knocked over a full glass of wine on the balcony. The drink didn't just spill on their floor, it dripped down to the cabin below, right onto someone's drying clothes. Imagine the anger when that person found their swimsuit covered in red wine, and who has to clean up the sticky disaster? The steward. They scrub, deodorize, and make sure no insects show up later. So be careful with drinks, especially on balconies. 7. Demanding, complicated. Towel animals are a fun surprise. You walk into your cabin and find a swan, an elephant, or a monkey made of towels. It's a little piece of cruise magic, but some guests take it too far. They make special requests. Can you make a dinosaur? Or I saw online someone got a lobster on a motorbike. Can I have that? Stewards are not origami artists. They already clean 20 to 25 cabins a day, and towel folding is just a small extra. So while it's fun to enjoy what they leave, don't treat it like a competition. Appreciate the surprise, whatever it is. 8. Hovering and asking, when is my room ready? On embarkation day, stewards have a system. They know which rooms to clean first and in what order. But some guests don't want to wait. They hover in the hallways, asking, is my room next? Can you do mine while I'm at breakfast? This constant pressure slows things down. If you simply wait, your cabin will be ready right on time. Stewards don't enjoy being followed around or rushed. It makes their already busy job more stressful. 9. Leaving wet towels everywhere. Cruise cabins often end up looking like mini dramats. Guests return from the pool or beach and throw wet towels on the bed, chairs, or even the desk. Some hang them on the balcony railing, which drips water onto the people below. For stewards, entering such a room feels like walking into a damp jungle. They have to replace piles of soggy towels adding more work to their already long list. The simple fix: put wet towels in the bathroom or on the floor. Don't spread them across the whole cabin. 10. Reusing dirty cups and plates. Many guests think they're being environmentally friendly by reusing the same cup or plate. But on cruise ships, this breaks strict sanitation rules. Once a dish is used, it must be replaced with a clean one. Some passengers go days using the same dirty glass for juice in the morning and wine at night. That's not green, it's unhygienic. Let your steward replace the dishes. It's safer for everyone. 11. Entering cabins before they're ready. You just boarded, and you're excited to see your room. You notice your cabin door is open, so you walk in and drop your bags. The problem: the steward isn't finished yet. The bed may be half made, or the bathroom still unstocked. For stewards, this is frustrating. They have to come back later, which disrupts their schedule. Embarkation day is already stressful. They don't need extra surprises. 12. Locking yourself on the balcony. This one happens so often, it's almost funny. Guests step out on the balcony for a photo. The sliding door clicks shut, and now they're locked out, sometimes wearing just a towel. Or they step into the hallway to grab ice without a key card, and the door closes behind them. Suddenly, they're stuck outside, barefoot and embarrassed. And of course, it's the steward who gets flagged down to call security and unlock the door. Tip: never close the balcony door completely unless someone else is inside. 13. Not reporting broken things. Maybe the shower isn't draining, or the light keeps flickering. Instead of telling anyone, some guests wait until the very end of the cruise. By then, the steward is trying to prepare the cabin for the next guests, and now they're scrambling to fix something that could have been handled days ago. Stewards don't mind when something breaks. It happens. What bothers them is when problems are ignored until it's too late. Report issues early, and the crew will gladly help. 14. Ignoring greetings or being rude. Of all the things stewards dislike, this one hurts the most. They greet hundreds of guests every day with a smile. When passengers walk by without a word, no smile, no acknowledgement, it feels disrespectful. Stewards are the people who quietly make your vacation smooth. They clean up spills, replace towels, and yes, fold those adorable towel animals you post on Instagram. A simple hello, thank you, or using their name means more than you realize. Final tip: how to be a 5-star guest. You've done one or two of these things before, don't worry. Most people have, but now you know how to avoid them. Cabin stewards work incredibly hard, often behind the scenes, to keep your vacation magical. The truth is, being a good passenger isn't about spending extra money or giving huge tips though. Tipping is always appreciated. It's about showing respect, being patient, and treating the crew like people, not invisible workers. So next time you cruise, avoid these 14 habits. Not only will you make the steward's job easier, but you'll also enjoy better service, warmer smiles, and maybe even extra touches that make your trip unforgettable. A little kindness and awareness go a long way, and who knows, you might just become the cabin steward's favorite guest on the entire ship.